order, because in my opinion, I don't think Space Station Gaming is even playing at full strength, as crazy as that sounds. Yes, Arsenal is popping off. Yes, Reddles is feeding him dishes, but we haven't seen what Daniel is fully capable of, in my opinion. So for Ghost Gaming, definitely an uphill climb.
And Hoxer has proven to be quite the addition, at least for one regional so far, and it's certainly given Ghost just a new type of energy where, you know, they weren't making it far in tournaments. They weren't even making it out of qualifiers before, but now they're making a run and they're trying to make a statement here in North America. This is where the test truly gets difficult. How do you find a way past this Space Station team? You got a whole best of 7 to really start proving your point as Shock looks for the first clear.
Yeah, and it's all going to boil down to keeping those emotions in check, because we know Space Station Gaming so aggressive and so willing to bump their opponents. And I want to see how Ghost Gaming's going to handle that as they get a bump of their own, a demo on the back half, as Reddle's going to clear that one up and just push it back forward and get their offense rolling yet again.
Lion Blaze, nice carry from his own back wall. Trying to set up Hoxer here, who waits for Arsenal's touch. He's going to get by 1. Slip it by 2, slip it by 3. Hoxer does it himself, and Shock is given a gimme.
And Shock gets a little shake and bake as Hoxer comes through that goal line. And oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3, see ya later. And Ghost Gaming loving the addition of Hoxer for this roster.
That is exactly the kind of breakout that he's given to this team, where, you know, Ghost, they didn't have that breakout potential before. They weren't able to win those 50s consistently in the corner, but then Hoxer joins this team and he's just given them that extra edge when they push down the field. Reddles getting this touch off the ceiling, might have the shot, gets underneath it. That's a great shot from Reddles.
I love how he keeps this flip in his back pocket. He comes down off the ceiling, never uses it, and waits and waits and waits until he sees Lion Blaze pushes a little too far forward and puts it right backside post. And you love to see the mechanics coming out early for Reddles if you're a Space Station Gaming fan.
So Hoxer showing up, and then Reddles kind of outdoing him on that play. Guess it depends what you value more, the 3-man outplay or the hold on the ceiling shot. Hoxer tries to drop that one down for Shock. Lion Blaze covering up the back end, letting Reddles push forward to him, and he gets a better 50. Daniel wins the touch, and it comes straight back down. He doesn't get the read.
Yeah, very necessary bump there from Lion Blaze. Make sure Daniel couldn't follow up on that double tap. And we know he's absolutely able to hit those. The mechanics from him just seem to be so fresh, so revitalizing. And here comes Shock, and Arsenal can't get up in time. He's caught boostless on the back end. And just like that, Ghost Gaming go up by 1.
Oh, yeah, pushed up really far alongside Daniel, who had committed for that play. And as soon as Daniel loses the touch, he had to expend that boost just to get back in time. And, you know, you're going to get caught out just like that. Ghost take advantage.
And it's crazy to see Ghost Gaming up by 2 and Lion Blaze still yet to do anything on the scoreboard. Daniel gets a demo on the back end, but no one there for Space Station to follow up. We're used to seeing those demo plays lead to an immediate shot in Reddles, and Arsenal can't quite connect on that. Off the crossbar and saved by Hoxer is Ghost Gaming, hanging on by a thread on the back half.
Daniel, another shot. You're actually going to put it on the far side, and nobody comes back to this ball for Ghost. Reddles ends up giving the touch up to Shock, but it's still Space Station's ball. Arsenal sees Daniel on the wing and saved by Hoxer.
Great read to just take away the shooting angle off of that one. Tough save from Hoxer, and so far, Space Station Gaming, they've wanted to get those team plays going, but Ghost Gaming just doing nothing to allow those to happen.
It's a good catch from Reddles on the backboard as well. He's got a lot of space here. Time to grab that midfield boost, but again, losing that touch to Hoxer. Wasn't able to grab that 50. Space Station still got control of the ball. Reddles with the catch, and again taken away, and then Hoxer picking up the demo as well. Reddles trying to return fire, looking for all 3 players on Ghost. Daniel's given the clear and just could not find the net. It was taken away by Hoxer. Another demo by Reddles, trying to create more space, but they don't have control.
It just shows the amount of respect that Daniel commands. 2 players go up from Ghost Gaming when he gets that ball, gets the double, but can't quite find that upper 90 as Lion Blaze denied him, and Hoxer disrupting Reddles there for the follow-up. Ghost Gaming marching downfield, and Arsenal able to get the save on that one.
Another try there from Lion Blaze with a full field clear into Shot. Shot gets shuffled off the ball. Lion Blaze pulling wide for this one. Reynolds ends up getting a grounder. Shock punch right back into a Space Station player. 2 dive, and now they're in a 1v2 situation that Arsenal cleans up immediately. Not even a question on that turnaround, and he gets the transition.
Reynolds is open, top of the box. There he is, but Shock puts that one right over his head. And 1 minute to go here, Jorby. Space Station Gaming still chasing 1 goal, but I'll tell you, they are getting a lot of shots on target, but it just doesn't seem like their offense can find its momentum.
Daniel's going to try to get it going here with this air dribble. They've certainly had chances down the net. You see Reynolds leave that one for Arsenal. Nobody's going to follow this up from Space Station. Have to wait for Lion Blaze. Daniel's done waiting now. Back to Reynolds, and Lion Blaze wins another 50. Ghost wasting a little bit more time on the clock. Arsenal misses the corner boost and ends up giving the ball up to Hawkster because of it. Daniel going to catch this one, but that is a real time waster. Arsenal gets the pinch back over from Daniel. Does he have a play here? Lion Blaze stuffs it. Reynolds in an awkward spot, and the rotation just kind of broken for Space Station. Last chance for Daniel off the ceiling.
Oh, bump.
Front to keep control. Got the demo. Here comes Reynolds. Arsenal got the bump. Light shot underneath. Wow, Hawkster comes up with the save. Not a lot of time left. Last chance for Space Station. Daniel takes it underneath.
Daniel.
Leaves it for Arsenal.
Oh! Oh my goodness! Arsenal and Daniel linking up in the winning moments of game number 1. And Daniel, you think he's going for the shot, but he takes Shock out of the equation. And Arsenal ties us all up. Overtime looming.
You were talking about the lack of offense from Space Station and then an explosion of it in the last 30 seconds to tie the game. Maybe at the end of regulation, Daniel can't get to the ball. It's taken away. Reynolds still wants to play. Bounce around the corner. Didn't get the bump. And Hawkster can protect the ball, but it's popped up. And Space Station don't want the ball to touch the ground. Lion Blaze desperately wants overtime.
Incredible. Up until that point, Jorby, of that last surge of offense, Space Station Gaming was only shooting 10%. And when you look over at Ghost Gaming, they were shooting 66. Just absolutely incredible performance of defense from Ghost Gaming. But here comes Daniel. Ghost Gaming going to have to show the defense yet again. Can't quite find the touch there, but Lion Blaze beats out Arsenal. Arsenal gets the 50 and gets the touch there, but the ball comes through nobody. What is going on the back half?
I don't understand. It bounced off the post. Somehow the ball didn't go into the net. You had like a bump or some kind of crazy nonsense. I don't know what happened there. How is that not a goal for Space Station? For Arsenal. He's got another chance. 2 touches, a bouncer, awkward for Hawkster. Shock tries to get up, and that's the most awkward defense I've ever seen a team try to play.
You don't know what you're doing, neither do they. And where's the back half? Daniel catches them sleeping, and it feels like Space Station steal game number 1.
What even happens here? It's got the demo. Hawkster gets bumped big time, and it leaves the net open. And Space Station, after chaos in front of Ghost's net, they make the most of it and come away game 1 victors.
Absolutely incredible performance from Space Station Gaming in the final 30 seconds into overtime in that game. And, you know, I said they didn't have a lot of offense, and what I meant was the team plays we're so used to seeing, because when you look up at that scoreboard and you see 16 shots on target to 3, yeah, obviously Space Station Gaming had their hand in Ghost Gaming's defensive third, but it's just incredible to see how Space Station Gaming can flip that switch and go from, okay, we're just kind of getting it going, putting shots on target, to, okay, let's link up and let's just fire this one at the back of the net.
And Ghosts just weren't able to keep Space Station out. They had gotten that lead. They were looking strong. They were stopping Space Station and forcing them to give up possession several times. And then there's just that last 30 seconds when they allowed that goal with 4 seconds left. They couldn't get Space Station out of their half. You got to play the full 5 minutes, Subi. You got to be better for the full 5 minutes. Space Station were better for those last seconds in regulation, and they were the better team in overtime. Aquadome for game 2. Here we go.
And already starting the game off on the right foot. Arsenal and Daniel picking up where they left off game number 1. You see Daniel gets the pass, and great communication from Arsenal to let him know that he was there.
You got to be so fast to defend that infield pass too, because Arsenal is jumping as contact is happening on the ball with Daniel. It's barely a pre-jump. Hardly one, but it's still fast enough to might as well feel like one. And Arsenal just sinks 2 right there. 1 off pass from Daniel and 1 off the kickoff.
A disaster off of the kickoff from Ghost Gaming. All 3 commit, and easy goal there for Arsenal. Ghost Gaming need to start cleaning things up, because as I was talking about before game number 1 started, Jorby, Got to be able to keep those emotions in check, and it's very easy to go into full tilt against a team like Space Station.
Space Station, so easy at taking control of things. Once it starts going their way, be hard-pressed to take the series away from them. It's Arsenal, he's been having a great weekend so far. Already 2 goals. Hoxer, quick shot taken away by Daniel. Ghost trying to get set up on offense, but Daniel underneath, who's looked really solid. You were talking earlier about wanting to see Daniel a little more out of Daniel in this regional, Subi, and well, he's got 2 solid passes for you on Aquadome.
He is getting the assist, that's for sure. 3rd of the series, and it's a common theme here going up against Ghost Gaming. Arsenal getting that receiving pass from Daniel and turning it into a goal. They are just picking apart Ghost on that back half.
Oh, Hoxer flying right past the ball. Now Daniel's given the full field again. Lion Blaze got the save. Hoxer will push it back out to the corner.
Reddles won? No crossbar, but Reddles not having to do much here in this series. Does get a demo, but so far, 16 points. And I know points don't really matter. They're kind of just made up, and you don't even know how you get them. But it's got to be so comfortable for him just saying, okay, you guys go ahead and take over. This is fine. I'll just save everything for those lower finals if they can get there. Ghost Gaming definitely have their work cut out from them here if they want to tie the series up.
Well, an awkward spot for Daniel, but after he got the demo, turned right up the back wall and got the touch away from Ghost. And even though a minute and a half has already gone by, still look at the scoreboard and be like, wow, Space Station just scored in bunches. They might even get another here as Arsenal sends it back over close to the corner. Daniel pops it up with control. Will use all of his tank to get the pass back out. I mean, Daniel's just got full control on it. No one was able to follow that up quickly. Shot gets the 50 out, but still Daniel really feeling comfortable with his mechanics in this game.
Yeah, the Major did so much for that young kid. I mean, he came in, so much pressure put on him. Everyone's saying he's the next greatest thing, and oh, gets the save there. Lion Blaze just put it into his chest, and somehow, some way able to keep that ball out and get it back into the blue half. But the amount of confidence gained from Los Angeles for this kid, you just got to feel sorry for the rest of North America.
It's got to feel bad when he's looking this good for sure. Here he comes again with the dribble, but it's taken away by Shock. And Hoxer can finally kick it downfield and just caught Arsenal out a bit, but he still made the save happen. Lion Blaze can't put it on target. Reddles kicks it away. Hoxer got the catch. Finally a pinch out to Lion Blaze. Hoxer dives in front, but Arsenal takes the ball away. Lion Blaze stuffs this one into the corner. Shock next up. This is the best push Ghosts have had so far, but still nothing materializing. Hoxer getting the touch over Arsenal. Reddles to beat. Pops it over him. Ghosts have to turn around on this ball, but nobody's in position, and Space Station are able to stop them again.
And Arsenal just going downfield, poaching, looking for boost, looking for Ghost Gaming players. It doesn't matter. He just wants to live in that blue half, and Daniel finding that upper 90, a nice spot for that ball to live in.
He's all over the place. He's just waiting. He says, thanks, Arsenal. This one's easy. He only had, what, like about 15 in the tank? Get up in the air, put it to the top right. Excellent shot from Daniel. Space Station, after you thought Ghost in game one, you think, okay, Ghost, they had the lead, they gave it up, but you certainly think they're going to get more of that out of them. And we haven't seen that yet, but Lion Blaze puts in a nice one.
Yeah, first of the series. Couldn't have come at a more opportune time here. Down 3 goals, but still close to 2 minutes to go. Definitely not out of the realm of possibility, but they need this kickoff to go in their favor. They need to get a goal within the next 30 seconds to make this a realistic chance.
You get the clear downfield. A quick 3-point passing play by Space Station. Arsenal sees the back wall. Daniel hopping the route. And it's just cut off by Hoxer, who avoids Arsenal on the bump. Forces the 50 by Reddles. Lion Blaze has the read. 2 Space Station defenders.
There it is.
And Shot can't put it on target. It was also Lion Blaze who tried to find the shot, and he just could not. Ghost, that was a big opportunity to split this lead. Hoxer wins another 50, but they got to try again.
Yeah, start from square one, and Daniel not going to allow that shot to materialize as Shock gets a much-needed challenge there. Lion Blaze slows things down, up over 1, and a goal for Ghost Gaming, and things are starting to get interesting.
Good recognition from Lion Blaze on this play. See, Shox wins that. Knows Arsenal has to pull back, and so instead of just trying to kick that ball in, goes for control. He didn't have a lot of boost and got the perfect pop onto the ground for the flick. Excellent recognition there from Lion Blaze.
Beautiful kickoff there from Shock. Put that one over to Hoxer. He's got plenty of time, plenty of space, but does nothing with that ball off of the ceiling. And Lion Blaze, big swing and a miss, but it actually works out. And shot denied by Reddles. Great IQ there to recognize that a snapshot was coming on target.
That's a good win from Shock on the 50. Thought Lion Blaze a little bit of time, and he kicks it right down the middle of the rotation, but Arsenal's there to cut it off. Still, Ghost are starting to get in front of these balls on the third. Lion Blaze lets it drop for Ghost. Maybe Shock's got something here on the reset. Here comes Shock.
Boy.
Back to Hoxer. Back to Lion Blaze.
No.
And he missed his contact. That was the chance to get within one, and they squander it.
Oh, I hate when that happens, and I hate when that happens too. You get punished for your mistakes. Arsenal marches downfield, puts his 4th goal in, only in game number 2.
Ghost, they have to be able to settle down after this one. That you got to feel gutted knowing that you had the chance to be within 1, but now you're looking towards game 3 at this point. Ghost still got it. They got the juice. You can't allow 3 goals to go in at the very start of the game. It's just so hard to come back from that, especially against a team like Spacestation. But you know Ghost have the makeup to be able to come back in this series. But as we close the door on Aquadome, Spacestation gonna take a 2-0 lead in the series, Subi. We may see a tactical timeout. What do you think?
Absolutely. I hope we see one from Ghost Gaming. I don't like seeing when teams use them down 3-0. Not saying that Space Station is going to go up by 3 games, but the way things are looking, I wouldn't be too surprised. But one thing that I am happy to see is Ghost Gaming putting more than 3 shots on target. They almost quadrupled what they did in game number 1, 11 shots. And they're trying to get things figured out. Okay, we went into game 1, tried to go with the slow plays, and all we did was play defense the entire game. Okay, we've got to ramp it up in game number 2. Lots of shots, and then Space Station gonna just march downfield with those transition plays. So what do you got to do if you're Ghost Gaming? You've tried both ends.
I mean, Arsenal's wiping the floor with them. 4 goals on 7 shots. And you can't speak enough about Daniel and breaking open the offense for Space Station. That opening minute is about as perfect as an opening as you can ask for. And you were saying it near the beginning, Stoby, that Reddles, he didn't really have to do much, and he still wasn't tasked with much. He does have 3 saves in that last game, but still, when Daniel and Arsenal were clicking like they were on offense, and you don't have to do much, that's gotta do wonders for you. For Ghost, again, I think you think back to the attempted comeback. You got to be able to say, look, we know we can come back even when we're down. We know we have the ability to beat Space Station on these 50s, to play them on the mind games. You saw him starting to get creative on offense, leaving challenges for second man, for third man to take it, to get an opening, or just good carries from Lion Blaze, using those mechanics. You got to see more of what we saw from Hoxer at the very start of game 1. They have to find a way to get more creative against the Space Station team, because Arsenal is snuffing out all of these 50s, and it's making life impossible for Ghost.
Well, I mean, it's going to be tough. Arsenal, when he is popping off like he is right now and this entire weekend, you almost have to say, okay, we know that he's going to get his. How are we going to limit Daniel and Reddles? Yeah, they're doing a great job on Reddles, but I think they're not really doing that purposely. You know, he's kind of taking himself out of play because he recognizes, hey, Arsenal and Daniel, you just do your thing. I'll just play third man and I'll comfortably cover up that back line, which we saw him do. But for Arsenal, what are you going to do against him? He's going to get those shots. He's going to get those goals. He's at second place right now for this weekend in terms of goals per game. So for Ghost Gaming, you've got to figure out, how are we going to get the infield passes working for us? How are we going to get the transition goals working for us? Because right now, it seems like Space Station has an answer for everything.
Ghost looking for their answer now. Lion Blaze chips one up and he got the rebound. Perfect read there from Lion Blaze off the bar.
8 seconds out of the timeout and you get a goal from arguably your star player, Lion Blaze. Needed that one. He got 2 goals in game number 2, but to get the game opening goal there, 8 seconds in, right out of the kickoff. Great utilization of that timeout from Ghost Gaming.
Space Station getting a push started here on the blue half. Shock trying to push the ball up. Daniel playing close. And he got the touch and the carry. I mean, back across the corner. End up finding a pass to Reddles. The dangerous thing about Daniel is you got that kind of control. When is he going to give up the ball? When's the right time to go for the 50? That's the difficulty when he's got control in the air and you're rotating back and you have to react to him. Reynolds gets the demo. Daniel sets up for Arsenal, who's in the air, uncontested, one touch. The second touch never comes. Shocks gets the clear.
And I always find it so funny how it just seems like Daniel always seems somehow to find so much space to work that ball with. It's incredible. You would think that teams would kind of recognize him like a miniature version of Justin. Like, okay, you cannot give this guy space and time because look at this. Look what he's going to do. He's going to go for your defender on the back line and, you know, get that pass off. It's just crazy how he continually finds that much space.
And those air dribble bumps are always going to be so deadly too, but when you manifest that out of a pass, that's when things can get really wonky when you have to not only just pay attention to Daniel, but also pay attention to the follow-up, man. Also know when you can go for that challenge. Oh wait, Daniel's also going to bump me. There's a lot that you got to think about as he flips back around. Lion Blaze kicks that ball out, and Shock going to be next up, but Reynolds beats him to the ball.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I really like most about Daniel is how many tricks he does have in that bag and how often he uses all of them. As Arsenal can't quite find that one, but you know, he's coming through the area and he could get a flip reset. He might not use it, but at least he's showing his opponents, hey, you've got to challenge this. And then he recognizes that and goes for a bump or he goes for a pass. It's just so great to see a player that can have so many mechanics and also the intelligence to utilize them.
Ooh, Ghost a little tied up here on the back wall. Light shot from Daniel, turned away by Hoxter. Reynolds next up, but Hoxter wins the 50. See Space Station coming back on the rotation. Shock bumps Daniel out of the way. Hoxter taking a wide angle at it. And Arsenal rips the ball away from him. Lion Blaze next up. Shock on the wing. Got the 50. Muscles up, but they close off the corner. They could get the ball out. Space Station a tight one, but they get the clear.
And forced right back on defense. Daniel dunked by Hoxter, but a little wide on that. And Ghost Gaming doing a great job of getting their offense going here as shot doesn't come from that one as Daniel pushes downfield and gets bumped off that play, pit maneuvered by Lion Blaze.
Both teams getting extremely physical whenever they're on offense. Reynolds got a touch out, but the rest of Space Station wait beyond the midfield line. Daniel's gone up the ceiling, got the read. Shock was ready for it, and Arsenal wins that one. Lion Blaze is pushed back. 2 dunks in a row that put Space Station back in control on offense. Reynolds pass, but it's only to Hoxter. Daniel almost gets caught out, but he made the grab.
Yeah, thankfully Arsenal also had that back line covered up. I think Reynolds was kind of just being a nuisance there because you recognize both his teammates were, Arsenal almost baits out 2 defenders, and Lion Blaze can't quite catch Reynolds as he utilizes that bicycle kick to get the save.
Another one for Hoxter. Gets on top of the 50. Tries to bump Reynolds out of the way. This does free Space Station for a little bit. But again, these touches, they are not free for Ghost. They have to work for every challenge they get. And Arsenal with no boost pitches it high, forces Ghost to have to move downfield through the air. Shock, again, his touch taken away off the backboard. And Ghost have held on to this lead. They did this in game 1. They gotta fight for another minute to retain it. Arsenal waiting, you know, it only takes one opportunity for Space Station to tie this up.
Dangerous play there from Daniel as Hoxter gets a much needed demo on Arsenal. Gonna pass that middle, but Reynolds read that one from a mile away, and 40 seconds remain here in game number 3. Ghost Gaming seem to have figured out Space Station for now. As that pass comes through, Reynolds can't quite find it. 30 seconds to go here in Space Station Gaming on the right half.
Nice 50 by Hoxter, but the pass, oh, the shot. Actually, I saw Reynolds on a wider angle. I thought he was looking for Arsenal. Instead, it bounced off the post. Arsenal's forced back, and we're in the final seconds of regulation. Space Station, here they come again. They got another gear. Back to Daniel. Reynolds freezes, Ghost off defense, and Shock picks up the save. Arsenal coming out, Reynolds coming in. Pass over to Daniel. Shot denied by Lion Blaze. Shock gets the clear out. Arsenal, one last chance. Over to Daniel. Sets it up in front of the box. Lion Blaze gets the touch. Arsenal waits. Pops it up, but Daniel's nowhere nearby. Hoxter wants the clear, and Daniel still wants to play ball. He's got the catch. He gets bumped out of the way. Arsenal got the catch underneath. I don't know if Daniel's going to catch that. Ghost, hang on, and you see the size on Ghost's side as they retain that 1-goal lead and win game 3.
Well, it kind of really felt like coming out of that timeout was, okay, let's mix games 1 and 2. Let's go out and let's play aggressive and take the lead. And once we do that, we can kind of just sit back and chill, play a little defense, and it worked out. But they had to hold on for 4 minutes and 52 seconds and just deal with the onslaught of offense that Space Station Gaming came out with, specifically in the last 15 seconds there. But they really just did a great job of turtling up on that goal line.
I mean, there was a couple opportunities too where you even saw on the replay where Space Station were really successful on that air dribble pass bump, and you see the positioning start to change a little bit for Ghost. It's like, okay, start to account for that. You know that they're going to try to push you off the play, and it's just such a precarious position to be in. And so now for Ghost, they got to keep it going as they head to game 4 and try to tie this series up. They've had an excellent run throughout this regional, and I think a lot of people out there were feeling, they were wondering, what will Hoxer bring to this team? And Stubby, we saw it at the beginning of this series. Hoxer creating value in front as first man for Ghost, but now they need a full team effort to try to tie this series up against Space Station in game 4.
Yeah, the addition of Hoxer has been nothing short of amazing. You know, all respect over to Rold is, like we've all said, a good friend of ours, but you know, he recognized it was time to hang up the sticks. You know, the competitive days are over, and kind of just said, Hoxer, take the reins. And boy, oh boy, has he. He has come out and breathed new life into this Ghost Gaming roster.
Nice flip into the challenge from Shock. Hoxer going to push this ball out again. Shock taking advanced position, wins the touch. Hoxer has the read, and that's another goal for Ghost. 2 unanswered in the last 2 games.
Great capitalization here off of the transition as well. Shock beats out Reddles, and all Hoxer has to do is put it on target, and that is money. And yet again, Ghost Gaming taking the early lead against Space Station.
And Space Station, right off the kickoff, gonna go wide of Ghost rotation. Hoxer trying to chip Daniel off the play. Bit of a precarious spot. Ghost do get kind of tied up when things get tight on defense. But for the most part, they've made it work, and it hasn't really worked to their detriment. But it does feel a little uncomfortable, at least from up here in the booth. They've made it work so far. Nice soft touch from Reddles. It's taken away by Shock. Little bit of pressure here from Space Station. Ghost still working to get out on defense. Lion Blaze had Shock as a lead blocker. And again, it's Hoxer having to back things up as third man. Able to shuffle that ball back to Lion Blaze, but Space Station not going to play too long in the orange half to get another clear. And a shot. Shock almost gets caught out. He's got the save. Be a rebound here for Reddles against the corner. Sends one across. Caught Ghost out and just couldn't put one on target.
Yeah, no way you're going to be able to reel that one in. A little too much mustard on that pass as Arsenal couldn't catch up. And here goes Arsenal as well. Denied by Shock. Great 50 there as this ball's just kind of living at midfield right now. Daniel going to boost up. Get that past Arsenal, but well read by Hoxer to put Ghost Gaming back on offense.
Shock again. He doesn't go anywhere here for Ghost.
So much
Daniel
space.
Underneath, got the reset. Lion Blaze gets the touch, and another dunk here for Reddles, but Lion Blaze in the spot, and he gets bumped again by Reddles. Space Station almost getting in their own way. Reddles no boost.
Oh boy.
Ends up giving the touch up to Hoxer. Now Hoxer weaving his way through traffic, steals the boost out, and gets demo.
Oh, Reddles, you got to feel so bad for him right now. He can't do anything as he is just completely without boost as Daniel gets demolished by Lion Blaze there. Great 50-50, and Ghost Gaming doing a great job of boxing Space Station Gaming in right now and not allowing much offense to come out.
Shock winning another 50. Lion Blaze jumps for the read early. He got the bump. He'll steal the boost away from Reddles on this play. Hoxer wins it. Shock knows he's got the net open. Can't put it on target. Lion Blaze cleans it up, but it's again Reddles getting in the way, keeping the lead within 1. It's pushed up high. Shock has the read again. Has to push this ball out as Space Station are hurrying up back into retreat.
Man, I cannot believe the turnaround we've seen from Ghost Gaming. Games 1 and 2, it just felt like, okay, this is going to be a quick one. This is going to be a sweep. And after that timeout, I don't know what was said. I don't know what looks were given, but completely brand new Ghost Gaming team. As that dunk comes through, Reddle's going to finish it off. Great 50 challenge there from Daniel.
And a demo from Arsenal onto Hoxer as well to open things up. Daniel just going for that read, knowing Shock was going to hit it back into him, expecting the 50, instead pulling off to get the pop-up, and it made it easy for Reddles to punch it in, and a tie game a little earlier than, 4 seconds left. Ghost got to try again.
Good challenge there from Shock as well. And we're starting to see Space Station kind of push their way a little closer and closer into that Ghost Gaming half. The offense starting to come a little bit easier. And Space Station playing very spread out right now, recognizing that these balls are starting to get away from Ghost Gaming, and they can just kind of corral them. They can keep Ghost Gaming in their own half and start to whittle away at that boost.
Ghosts are able to break out. They do get beyond the midfield line. You see Shock and Lion Blaze waiting for Arsenal's touch. Lion having to fight for control of that ball. Shock also having to dive away from Reddles. Reddles, no mercy on the back line. He'll bump anyone he finds on his way out of the rotation. Shock gets deleted. Daniel pumps it against the corner.
Great
pushes
pass.
it to Reddles. Reddles goes for control. 2 touches. Rockster has to save. The rebound saves again. Shock comes up with that one. Space Station still coming up with a push. Arsenal gets bumped off the play. It goes straight back over to Daniel. He's got 1 touch. He's got 2 touches. Reynolds is in the air. Reynolds underneath. Saved by Hawkster. Arsenal, here he comes. He's not done. Lets it drop. Shot. Missed it off the post again. Space Station hunting, but they are wasting all of their bullets. They got no hits.
Wow, defensive masterclass there from Ghost Gaming. I cannot believe the onslaught that they dealt with and somehow didn't allow the ball to go in, but Space Station Gaming not done just yet. Daniel gonna put a shot on target, saved by Lion Blaze as this ball slows up. Reddles there, puts it under the crossbar and in, and Space Station up late yet again in this series.
Too much pressure for Ghost to handle. Lion Blaze kicks this ball up. Everybody's rotating back in the net. Shock was on the back wall, had to come out far for that 50, and there was no way he was gonna get there in time. And Reynolds puts it off the bar and in. 11 seconds for Ghost now. They had the control, and now they're in desperation mode. Here on the corner, Shock, the 50 taken away. Running into Hawkster, and Space Station 1 game away from playing FaZe yet again in this regional.
And it really felt like that last goal was an extension of that offense they had going for the last minute or so. And I cannot understand how Space Station always does this. It's like they can create offense at will. 15 shots on target, and yet again, Ghost Gaming stuck with 3. It's just, okay, let's slowly get into it, and then it's just pedal to the metal, shot after shot after shot, continuing to get defenders to pull out of net, and the openings just create themselves.
Absolutely. I mean, how many times you see them, you think a hard shot's going to come, instead Space Station go for a cheeky double tap instead. Seeing where exactly the defense is, taking advantage of that, and forcing the defense to use as many resources as possible to get the save. Space Station were commanding with authority in the final minutes of that game, and now they put Ghost on match point and in danger of eliminating them out of this tournament for a rematch with FaZe 2 because we head to Wasteland Night.
Oh man, it just feels like this entire split is gonna be Space Station Gaming going up against FaZe. Regardless of how they meet up, those teams are just destined for one another, as Daniel can't quite get the wave dash to go underneath the crossbar there. Arsenal keeping things alive, and we're gonna have some numbers here for Ghost Gaming.
And again, I think Ghost have the makings to be able to make it work in this series. We see the pushes. They're pretty solid. The creativity is there. But when it comes to trying to defend against Space Station, once they get the pressure going, they get a little panicky on defense. It gets really hard to read. And I mean, to their credit, like you were saying earlier, they were still coming up with those saves on defense, but it's those follow-ups that make it so much harder. Space Station just always seem ready, always got the next shot, always got the next chance.
What is that pass?
And that pass over to Reynolds, back and forth to Arsenal, and they just won't stop, Subi. The machine keeps rolling.
And it's simple. All you need to know how to do is count to 3. There's 1, there's 2, and there is 3. Arsenal capping that play off. All 3 members of Space Station getting involved. It's a well-oiled machine out here.
Well done from Reynolds on that initial touch to Daniel. And Daniel serves back a nice one as well. How about a goal off the bar? Okay. Reynolds says, sorry, Daniel, those are my points. 2-0 Space Station.
It's all right. He's the rookie. You know, it's just what you got to do. You got to just deal with that. Reynolds is going to steal those. But for Ghost Gaming, starting to fall apart early here, and it's just all due to what we've been talking about this entire series, the offensive onslaught that Space Station Gaming has been continuing to do, and it's all boiling down to the shots on target. They've basically doubled the amount of shots that Ghost Gaming has this entire series. It's absolutely incredible. It's basically 50 to 25.
Ghost need a little bit more. Shock, that shot just a little wide. Spacestation had the edge covered, but still Hoxer makes it awkward. Lion Blaze just diving forward as well. That's a dead play for Ghost. Lion Blaze wins a good 50, but Arsenal back on the rotation, even with no boost, gets a hard touch out. It pulls off, still gets that value, still solid as that third man. Reynolds getting harassed on the back line. Reynolds got deleted, and Lion Blaze picks up the goal, splits the lead.
Great recognition on that back half from Hoxer. Okay, Reynolds the last one there. See you later, Lion Blaze. Hey, how do you like free play? Yeah, you like to just tuck it under the crossbar? Good. Ghost Gaming, good with that goal. Cut the lead in half.
Okay, Ghost do what Space Station have done to them several times this series. What a comeback. Lion Blaze gets chipped out by Reynolds, and it's just so frustrating. Look at him, he's just rolling around, says, Hoxer, I'm just going to literally put you on my hood, and I'm going to drive around. Are we on the wall? That's cool, I can still drive with you on the wall. That's just rude, man. Like, what are you supposed to do? Isn't Arsenal supposed to be the physical bully? No, you know, any of them can, right? Reynolds today, he's that guy.
It's like watching BattleBots from back in the day. Remember that one that was shaped like
really
a wedge that would just scoop the other ones around? That's exactly what we just saw there.
I love that. Reynolds totally is the BattleBot wedge. Classic. Now, a BattleBot car would be cool. One day.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Lion Blaze gets the 50. Hawks are going to scoop this ball up, but not before Space Station get a touch. That's been extra annoying for Ghost to deal with. Even when they think they're winning, they're still having to contest touches. Here, Lion Blaze can't find a touch out. Arsenal bumps Hoxer off the ball. Daniel, he's got enough boost to keep carrying this, pushes it by Shock. Arsenal steps it across, but not on target.
Yeah, it's just like, no matter what Ghost Gaming does, there's always someone there from Space Station to just put pressure on him. Right now, Ghost have had zero opportunities, zero chances to really just breathe. Look at that. Bye. See you later. You wanted the ball. Not going to happen. Reynolds gets the demo. Ball up off the crossbar. Daniel waits, puts it down, and somehow finds the angle to tuck it under the crossbar? What?
It just doesn't really matter. He hits this hard. Shock gets the first touch, and Daniel just goes for it. He has to beat Shock to the play. Not only does he win the ball, it's perfectly placed to the top of the net. Space Station are making everything work. Reynolds, he's playing the go-ahead enforcer. Arsenal cleaning up things. How many times have we seen him clean it up as third man and then set up a lot of these hard touches, even with no boost? He just puts it and makes it awkward for Ghost to handle. Ghost actually getting here within one. Hoxer finding a gap in the Space Station rotation.
It's getting interesting. Reynolds kind of caught as the last man back, can't get the touch on that ball, and Hoxer cuts the lead down to 1. Minute and a half to go. We've been talking like Space Station is running away with this, but Ghost Gaming refused to be turned away.
It only takes one mistake, right? Daniel, oh, nice touch from Hoxer. Got that ball back to the corner. Ghost have to get control of this ball. A clear's not good enough. You gotta control midfield. You gotta start dictating the pressure. That pass is a good start, but they need a little bit more. They come across Hoxer, letting the pass drop. Got the bump. Shock, 2 touches.
Whoa, what a save
by Reynolds coming out of the back of the net.
That was incredible. Dealing with the bumps, dealing with the possible demo as Arsenal will buy 1, and Lion Blaze not gonna allow him to fake him out as final minute has come, and Daniel puts that one all the way over to Reynolds. It's a great play to get out of their own half. I love that so much to get the offense going for Space Station.
It's just going to waste more time on the clock, too. There's only 1 goal for Ghost, but how often have they been able to mount consistent pressure against Space Station? You're hoping for Ghost, it's got to be on the transition. I don't know if they can build that pressure. It's been a struggle for them so far. And they're back to their own half. Less than 30 seconds to go. Arsenal force the 50. Reynolds is there, and he wins the touch against Hoxer. Still Ghost are looking for a clear. And Shock can't even win his 50. Lion Blaze has to get back. Hoxer has 4 boost in the tank, and that's the worst bounce he could hope for. Here comes Space Station again off the corner. 2 touches. Arsenal just getting in the way. He's just gonna plant his wheels.
Hoxer.
Daniel avoiding the bumps. He takes it away. Ghost had the transition, but it's taken out. Space Station.
It's it.
Hoxer pops it up. Can they end it? Hoxer got the bump. Shock can't get there in time. Nobody's home. Space Station got a date with FaZe. They're second. They move on.
Oh my gosh, Space Station Gaming hanging on by a thread in the final moments. So impressive, and I love that clear all the way downfield. And Arsenal not getting too excited just yet. He knows how tough that next match is going to be.
That was some tight work for Ghost. I think, for Ghost, you got to be proud of how far you made it in this tournament, for making the roster change with Hoxer and really not being able to do much for 2 splits. In the fall, they had, I think, 1 top 8 placement. And then in the rest of fall and in winter, they were non-existent. Then they make the change with Hoxer, and this is, like, honestly, as good, in my opinion, as good as you could hope for with how insane the top of North America is. I think this is a great result for Ghost overall, and it's somewhere where they can really build from here. Space Station, they built a lot from the LA Major, and this team has gotten so much better. Even when you don't feel like all 3 players are clicking, it only takes 1 or 2 games for them to really start getting it going, and they look like a real threat. I can't wait to watch Space Station FaZe.
No, it's going to be super fun. And again, I've just got to kind of echo what you said about Ghost Gaming. Yeah, it's always a bummer to get knocked out early. You want to win everything that you play. But when you get a top 4 coming out of a brand new roster, all you can do is pat yourselves on the back. So I tip my cat to Ghost Gaming, but Space Station Gaming get the edge here.
Well, get up, stretch your legs. We're going to have Space Station versus FaZe up for you, but grab some taquitos. And again, nacho cheese. We'll be back after the break.